Hello, everyone. This is Kenna. Um, I've been debating on whether to post this or not. Not really sure how to word any of this, or say or explain any of this, but 2 years ago, almost to the date, when I had Ryan, I chose to have my tubes tied. I had a Tubal ligation. What I asked for was a cut and tie surgery. We have 3 children. I love my children. I just didn't want any more. I worked full time in human resources, and we didn't want any more children. I had the procedure, and about 3 months after the procedure, I started to get sick. I felt sick. I felt like I had the flu. I was just sick. I didn't feel well all the time. I had the surgery in November 2018. February 2019, I started going to my doctor and just saying, can you test my thyroid? Can you, I hurt, my body hurts, my hands hurt, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts, my back hurts, like everything hurt. And I don't feel well. I don't feel right. I don't feel like me. I'm so tired. Yes, I work full time and I have 3 kids, but I'm so tired. I remember having a benefits meeting, and I was running the meeting and talking to the person, and I was actually falling asleep mid conversation. I remember having a conversation. My sister was over, and I was talking to my sister, and just sitting and talking to her, I was starting to fall asleep. It was unbelievable how tired and how bad I felt. My doctor sent me to physical therapy for the lower back pain, for the shoulder pain. I went to physical therapy. I was given muscle relaxers. I saw a chiropractor. It was like 6 weeks later. Things weren't better. Things were worse. I went back to my doctor and she ran blood work. Blood work showed that I had elevated inflammation throughout my body. I also had I developed a hump on the back of my neck, on the upper portion of my neck. And it was pain to the touch. My body was swollen. Because of the elevated blood work, and my family history, we thought I had rheumatoid arthritis. My husband said, we're getting out of Nebraska. We're going to go somewhere where the temperature is more stable, more warm, so that you can heal and not deal with the severe weather changes. So we moved somewhere warmer. It was extremely painful to move, especially because I was so tired all the time. When I got to after we moved, I started seeing specialists. I saw rheumatoid. I saw a neurologist. In the last 2 years, I have seen so many specialists, pain management, a podiatrist, because I couldn't walk. My feet hurt so bad. Just going through my history, test after test, imaging after imaging. We spent so much money trying to find out what was wrong. And every time I went to a doctor, they kept saying that I was depressed and that it was in my head and that I had fibromyalgia. I knew that this wasn't right. Yeah, I was depressed because I felt bad all the time, and there was such a drastic change. I was in pain all the time. I couldn't sleep, but I was so tired. I had severe insomnia. They also kept bringing up that I was fat. I was depressed, I had fibromyalgia. So I decided I was going to lose weight. I kept going to physical therapy. I kept pushing. I've seen an oncologist to rule out cancer. I've seen so many specialists, so many doctors, done so much physical therapy. And for a while, I felt like I was getting better. The weight, it came off so rapidly, so fast. But as I was working out and losing weight, I was losing muscle tone. Um, I completely changed my diet. I just tried to be as healthy as I can and just kept blaming myself for the way I treated myself and that I caused this. And um, I know I'm everywhere in trying to explain what's going on, but I need to just get this out there. In April of this year, 2020, um, I actually thought I was doing better. More better, I had more better days than I had before, but I was still just having extremely bad days. Um, I refused to take antidepressants because I wasn't depressed. I hurt. I refused to accept fibromyalgia because fibromyalgia doesn't show up on blood work, but my blood work showed that I had elevated inflammation throughout my body. Um, I also just knew I was wrong. Um, in April, I had my bladder prolapse, and it was just weird, crazy. I'm like, well, why is this happening? I finally saw a naturopathic doctor who suggested hormone testing to test my hormones. It's like, I'm 38. I'll do anything at this point. Test everything. Figure out what's wrong. She tested my hormones, and my hormones were completely tanked. It showed that I was perimenopausal at 38 years old. My testosterone, so it wasn't in my head. I had no testosterone. I was actually losing muscle mass. The reason my insomnia was so bad is because I didn't have progesterone. My cortisol level was sitting at a 7, and it actually had gone up from a 4, and I was pretty proud of that, but my doctor wasn't proud of that. She was not impressed by it being at a 7. The more testing I've had done, and every 3 months I've had different hormones tested, it's not just female reproductive hormones that have tanked. It's my dopamine, my epinephrine, my just hormones. And the more research I've done, I've found that when you get your tubes tied, 37% of women go through this. They have what's called hormone crash. It tells their body to stop making hormones, not just female reproductive hormones, hormones in general. I've lost hair, so much hair. I've aged rapidly. My mood is everywhere. I'm quick to anger. I don't even know how to explain. It's called post-tubal ligation syndrome. So the past 2 years of my life, I haven't been able to work. I haven't been me. I haven't been that goofy, funny, kind of an even keel, happy-go-lucky person. I have been a raging, just everywhere. I debated on posting this because I don't want attention brought on myself. But people need to know that this is real and this really happens and that it's not in their head. I was really led to believe by doctors that I did this to myself and that it was all in my head, when in fact it's not in my head. This is a real thing that happens. I've reached out and found many, many, many women who have suffered after getting their tubes tied. And I feel terrible because I asked for it. I asked to have my tubes tied. I did not ask to age so rapidly. I did not ask to have hormone crash. And hormone crash, when you have hormone crash, you literally feel like you're going to die. You feel like death is knocking on your door. You feel like you're going to die. You feel like death is coming. When I would say that to a doctor, they just They want to put me on antidepressants, want me to see psychiatrists. I'm going to post more, a lot more. I'm posting this now because I want people to know that this is real, that this has happened to so many women. 2, my kids need their mom back. They need a mom who doesn't have to take a nap every day. They need a mom who doesn't hurt all the time. They need a mom who doesn't snap for no reason at all and can't control her mood or her emotions. They need me back. My husband, oh my gosh, I don't know why he's put up with me for these last 2 years. I don't know how, but he has. I'm so blessed to have him. And I did not want to get so emotional. I'm having surgery this Saturday. When they did the tubal ligation, I thought it was going to be a cut and tie procedure. What they did was completely remove my tubes in the fimbriae. I did not consent to have all that removed. It's not in my paperwork at all. None of that was explained to me. But that's what they did. I've contacted attorneys. No one will take my case because, one, post-tubal ligation syndrome is not considered a real medical thing. If you really think about it, why would it be? You're saying that surgeons messed up. It's permanent birth control. It started 2 years ago after I had this surgery. It's all hormone-based, and hormones control everything in your body. My body has gone through like a complete endocrine failure. I found a surgeon. I've searched up many surgeons. A lot of them, they don't recognize post-tubal ligation. The only reason to have your tubes, have it reversed, is so that you can have more children. I have 3 children. I don't need any more. I'm good. I did find a surgeon who can do a, they can't fix this. Not for me anyways. There's no tubes. There's no fimbriae. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing left. What he can do is open up where the tubes were and open up where the fimbriae were. And what that does is it starts the blood flow. It starts the hormone flow again. Insurance will not cover this. We have to pay out of pocket for it, which comes to about $5,000. I haven't been working for 2 years. We've spent a ton of money on specialists on trying to figure out what is wrong. I've been to physical therapy. So I'm putting together a GoFundMe. It's for me to have surgery. I have it scheduled this Saturday. We're using credit to pay for it because I've suffered long enough. And I don't want to suffer anymore. I want my life back. I want to be me again. I'm going to explain more. I have everything documented. And in human resources, you have to document. So I document. I documented it monthly. I kept a journal of how I was feeling. So I have things documented. I'll go over more of the symptoms of what I've gone through, who I've seen, what I've done. I know that this post is everywhere, but I want to get it out there. Please share my post. Share it. Not just for, I'm not looking, yes, if I could get some financial benefit to help pay for my surgery, wonderful, great. But get it out there. Any post I post about this, put it out there, because there are women out there suffering and they're told it's all in their head, and they're told that there's nothing that can be done about it, and it's crap and it's wrong. That's all I have for now. Thank you. Thank you so much if you watch this and listen to this.